Hi, I'm Sue Corey. I'm from San Francisco State University, in San Francisco, of course. We are an urban campus. We have about 30,000 students. It's a very diverse campus. The programs in education are all graduate programs. We are the Graduate College of Education. We have special education, we have elementary education and secondary education. Students can earn a credential and or a master's. One of the goals that we had for our program was to teach our students how to use progress monitoring, how to collect data that could then inform their teaching. By collecting this data, they know if they are achieving or at least making progress towards achieving the goals that they've written for their individual students. In turn, because we're using the AIMSweb system, I, as the university professor, can see how they're using the system. I can talk to them. Is there too much variability? Is there not enough change in the slope? So we have data that we can talk about and discuss. Maybe we need to make a change in instruction. We're not making enough progress. And this really impacts the students in our district. And the data that the teachers collect they're not used in a punitive way. It's a way to really help us talk about what exactly is going on in your craft, your professional, what you're doing as a teacher. And so I feel like this helps us put better teachers into the district. The other thing that we did, we just didn't have enough time for the general ed and special ed credential candidates to come together. By time I mean scheduling wise at the university level. So finally we brought the general ed and the special ed students together in a seminar. And we did a pre-efficacy survey and a post-efficacy survey. And we asked questions like, how confident are you that you could advocate for a special ed student? How confident are you that you could advocate for a student with a behavior problem? And there were about 14 questions, and then there were qualitative questions as well. And it was confident, very confident, no, not confident at all, somewhat confident, confident, very confident. And so when we looked at the data, what was really interesting is there was a small change in the means of the special ed candidates, an increase. With the general ed candidates, there was actually a decrease in the mean scores, which initially we thought, gosh, that's odd. And then when we went through and looked at the qualitative answers, what we realized is that the general education teachers in the class thought that they were able to advocate, thought that they understood IEPs. And after spending five 3-hour class sessions with us, then they realized, oh, maybe there is quite a bit I don't really know. And so that enabled us, with that data, now we know what we need to add to those sessions. So we added things like progress monitoring, universal design for learning, goal writing, IEPs, and they work together with their special ed colleagues, and so far this has been a really wonderful experience.